welcome to my haul. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I've got a couple different bags behind me, so I'm gonna do a little haul. Because my school schedule is still only Monday to Thursdays, I get a lot of Fridays off to not really do stuff, even though I do have homework that I should be doing, but it doesn't matter. Plus, I also am involved in a couple of extracurriculars, and we have a lot of meetings, usually on Fridays. So, you know, when those meetings either get canceled or, you know, they just get scheduled for so early in the day that there's still plenty of time to do stuff afterwards before you're kind of just stuck at home all day. You get to go to the mall, which happens to be right down the street from your college, a good couple of times if you so choose. So yeah, the last couple of weekends I've spent going to the mall by myself and spending money, which I absolutely do not need in the slightest. But did I still get all these things? Yes, because I was like, why not? So, I mean, as I say, there are some bags here, but a couple of the bags have already been thrown away from just being out. I think just because other members of the family just saw them as empty bags, and then they just threw them away. So I have some stuff laying in front of me here as well. So when we get to each individual thing, then I'll go over them. So first, because it's the biggest one and almost as equally as big as my head is, we'll start with Aerie. So I have honestly never stepped foot in, well, I've stepped up my foot in Aerie a few times, but have I ever bought anything from there? No. I have bought a lot of stuff from American Eagle, and because they're kind of like affiliated by the same thing or whatever, yeah, it's kind of just easy for me to see what one has and then walk right through the little conjoining door and see what's on the other side. So because again, I've never stepped foot in Aerie before, or at least not stepped foot in there long enough for me to actually see what kind of stuff they have, I stopped in and found a couple different things that I really liked and actually decided that, you know what, why not try to buy them? So this first thing is, it's just a pair of sweatpants. They're like cream colored. I like them. I've been wearing them pretty much the whole week since I got them. But yeah, they're super comfy, and I've just kind of fallen in love with them. I have a couple pairs of sweatpants already, but two of them are like kind of getting small, and I just wanted some more that were more like flouncy and just kind of looked a little bit bigger, I guess. But they're a really nice pair of sweatpants, and I really just kind of liked them, so it worked. Next, also from Aerie, was a baseball cap. It's this white denim one, and it has like a little heart on it with a smiley face, and I thought that was really cute. I'm going to Florida for spring break in a couple weeks, and I'm probably going to be bringing a lot of hats with me for on the beach or just going out, and I think this one will definitely be in my bag. So there's that. The next one would be, let's go with Maurice's. I have honestly not bought anything from this store in a while. I did work there, I literally just quit my job there a couple months ago because of starting college. I started that job September of last year, which was technically around the start of my senior year of high school, and I worked until, actually, maybe I'm wrong in my thinking. I started September of 2022, which was the start of my senior year of high school. Goodness gracious, I forget it's already 2024. It's February of 2024, and I'm surprised that I can't keep my time straight. But anyway, I started working there at that point, and I worked there through the entirety of my senior year and a little bit into the summer. I quit in June of 2023 because I was first off getting started on 4-H, and that was going to be taking up a lot of my at-home time, and I didn't want to have to cut doing my work on all my projects so early in the day to go work for the rest of the evening. So after that, I had officially quit, and since then, I have not stepped foot in really any of those stores. I went to go visit a few of my friends who still work there once right before college started, around August, but yeah, I didn't, actually, no, I lied. I think I did end up buying a good couple of things, but since that day, I had not stepped foot in a Maurice's in a while, but I do still follow kind of like the store I worked at, its personal Facebook page, not the official like headquarters Facebook. Did I say Instagram? Probably. I mean Facebook. I've been keeping track of the stuff that we do on Facebook for like all the sales and stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go in and just see what I can find. So I didn't get a lot of stuff, but I'm very proud of myself because normally I probably would have bought a lot, and without my 40% employee discount, that would have, yeah, that might have been a little that might have been a little bit of a hit to the bank. So first, what are these like little, they're kind of just pretty much like off-brand Hey Dudes. So like these are my actual like Hey Dudes that I own. So yeah, they're pretty much the same kind of style, or they're the exact same style of shoe, but these ones have like, I don't know how well you can see because the lighting here in my living room is kind of crappy, but they're like cream, and they're mostly cream with like pink and like mint green stripes. There's a little bit of like other colors mixed in, but you can't really see them. But I like these. I've been wearing them a little bit recently, so I think they're really nice. And then I also got 2 t-shirts. I had to dig these both out of my laundry because I've been wearing them a lot, but I managed to find them. So this first one they're both just regular t-shirts, but they're like the graphic tees kind of. So this one is just kind of like a white / cream t-shirt with like a kind of like dusty pink rose on it. I really like it. I thought it was kind of cute. I apologize for all the wrinkles, but like I said, I did have to fish this out of my laundry hamper in order to get it for this haul. The next one was one I was really debating on whether to get or not because I usually love all of the graphic tees at Maurice's, specifically like the ones that are like country themed, and they have a lot of like cool like country themed and other interesting scenic or like really cool, like nature looking tees, I guess I could say. But I really liked this one. So it's all the different phases of the moon, and it says find beauty in every phase. I absolutely love this t-shirt. I wore it with my sweatpants from Aerie the day after I bought it, because I bought most of this stuff I bought 2 weeks ago, February the when was today is Friday. So last week and the week before. Today is, hey Siri, what's today's date?
It's Friday.
The 16th. Today's the 16th. So the 9th and the 2nd of February, most of these. I bought this one on the 8th, I believe. Maybe. See, none of this is sounding right. No. I don't remember. I bought it either the 2nd or the 9th, but whichever day it was, the next Saturday, or that Saturday, the next day, I took this shirt and I paired it with my sweatpants from Aerie that I just showed you guys. And I have like a distressed jean jacket with stars on it. I put that over the shirt, and then I also put on some jewelry, like a little jewelry, and it was very, very cute. I mean, honestly, I thought it looked kind of cute, but yeah, it was cute. That's all I'll say. So that's those. I also, the things that are in the Maurice's bag, because also their bag got thrown away. Let me grab them. I went to Bath and Body Works, and this is the first time I have ever stepped foot in a Bath and Body Works, I think, and like walked out with less than 5 items. So first I needed a new room, like a new Wallflower brand fragrance for my bathroom. So I got the same scent I always do, Champagne Toast. It's the same as my body wash, and I think it smells absolutely amazing. Very fruity, and I was gonna say fruity and bright is how they describe it on the tag, so it's a very nice scent. I haven't put it in yet, but I need to, so I'll probably do that at some point. Then there was a stand right in front of the checkout with different types of stuff on it for okay, that was weird. Give me just a minute. Okay, so sorry about that. Had a little mix up. Okay, so sorry about that. Had a little bit of a mix up. So I got 2 perfumes that were on sale for like 75% off. So the first one, they're both perfumes. This first one is a scent that they call Dahlia, I think. I thought it said Delilah, but I think it's Dahlia. But its fragrance notes are velvet, dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musk, and whipped tonka bean. I don't know what that is. I think because it's tonka, it makes me sound like something Willy Wonka would put in chocolate. but it smells really good. It smells like something I might use for like a fancy night perfume, because I mean, not that I necessarily like have specific perfumes for like certain events, but sometimes when I want to smell like a little nicer or slightly different, I'll use a different perfume. This other one is also a fine fragrance mist. This one's called Dark Kiss. I really like the dark purple color of the bottle. I think it's really cool. But its fragrant notes are black raspberry, burgundy rose, bergamot incest, dark vanilla bean, and plum musk. And I mean, it smells really kind of good. I gotta like spray this on me real quick. Ooh. Oh yeah, that smells really good. Not that I didn't smell these in the store, I just did not have very much heightened senses at that point. So yeah, that was not how it worked. What's next? Let me put these two shirts back in the Maurice's bag. Ooh, next, Claire's. So I've been going through and deciding, like, not really deciding. I have, over the course of the past couple of years, have been going through my closet and just like deciding what kind of clothes and stuff I don't wear anymore and what I just want to get rid of. Well, some of these things, like have not fully been like taken out of my house yet. I've just kind of moved them into my brother's old room, but we're in the process of getting them taken out and put somewhere else. But whilst I've been doing that, I've slowly started to decide that since I want to wear jewelry more often, I'm kind of going through all my old jewelry, trying to like reorganize it and see like what, because I don't wear like a lot of like actual real jewelry or like stuff that's like good quality. Like this necklace, I believe it's actually from Forever 21, but the metal on the back has definitely started to like not really corrode, but just like wear off. So I've just been going through my earrings mostly, because I only wear clip-on earrings. My ears are not pierced. I unfortunately, like my mom, have certain metal allergies, and just not that I get as bad as she does, but sometimes I can get a little sensitive to certain metals. So yeah, I just wear clip-ons instead. And Claire's is really the only place I know, or at least in my local area, that sells clip-on earrings. So I go there all the time. And well, I was gonna say, some of their earrings are pretty hit or miss for me too, but a lot of them that they've been getting in now, I've been really liking. And I'm sorry guys, I'm watching TV in the other room, and it's this brand new first ever commercial for this company that I just had come speak in one of my classes. I want to go into medical school, like I want to become a doctor, and one of my classes I have to take this semester is called Intro to Rehabilitation. So we're learning about like the rehabilitation process and systems, and we just had a guest speaker from a company called Core, who does vocational rehabilitation and in helping people with disabilities learn how to get jobs and go through application processes and stuff. She just told us that they filmed their first commercial ever, and I just saw it on the TV, and one of the kids who used to go to my high school, who I recognize, was in that commercial, because he now works for like some sort of metal place. He works with like Like he actually does like a lot of construction stuff, like with metal and stuff, and he like works with a local company here in town. But I just thought that was really cool now that I got to see that commercial. But anyways, I went to Claire's and I bought just like a whole bunch of jewelry because, or a whole bunch of earrings, because I got rid of so many of my earrings that I realized I have a lot of gold earrings that I wear all the time, but I've gotten rid of most of my silver ones, so I needed a bunch of new silver ones. So the first ones I got, the first ones I found were like all danglies, but they were really cute. So the first ones I got were this pair, like these kind of teardrop ones. These are like the sensitive solution ones, so these ones are pretty comfortable for me. I think most of these ones, if not all, are like sensitive solutions and things like that, as well as just being clip-ons. But yeah, I just really liked those ones. I thought they would be kind of cool. Other ones I got were these really long dangly ones. I haven't like tried them on yet. Most of the other earrings I have already worn. But these ones I have not yet because I don't know what I necessarily want to wear them for, because I feel like those are definitely more of like fancier ones than I would normally wear on a day-to-day basis. I also had some more I had like one single pair of like pearl earrings that were clip-ons, and I lost one of them, so I could not wear those anymore. So when I went in, I found a 3-pack of pearls. So you've got some small ones, some medium ones, and some large ones. And I thought they were really nice because I could either wear them all separate, or I could take some of them and do like a 2 different things, so like wear the mediums and the small ones together or something like that. I thought those are really cute. The next ones are these ones actually have like a cubic zirconia in it, which is like kind of just like a cheap diamondy looking gem, and they are gold, but I just thought that they were like really cool, and I did wear them the other day because I thought they just like they just kind of went with the outfit I was wearing, and I really liked them. The next is, yes, it's another gold set, and I know I technically only went there to get silver earrings, but I saw these gold ones and I could not leave without them. But this is a set. So I have these ones which have like a little kind of like marble type thing on them, and then the little dangly chains. These ones that are empty are actually the earrings I'm wearing right now. They're like hoops, and they have, if I can, ow, get them off. These ones actually kind of pinch my ears a little bit, so they kind of like leave a little indent on them, and it really just kind of hurts. But they have like these little like marble pieces, kind of like how these ones do, but they're kind of like in a zigzag pattern all the way down. You can kind of see it maybe more from that angle, but I thought they were really cool and I liked them a lot. So I'm just gonna take these out right now so that I can put them back. But yeah, I really liked them, and I think they look really cool. I did also I found one more silver pair that I really liked, and since last Wednesday was Valentine's Day, I thought they were absolutely perfect. They are these dangly silver ones. They have like a long kind of like chain, but on the bottom they have little hearts, and I just thought that was adorable because I will totally wear these on like other occasions besides Valentine's Day, but they were just super cute. But yeah, they were just so beautiful. Actually, you'll probably be seeing me wear them as well as maybe some of the others in some more videos that I'm kind of working on right now. I've had a couple different YouTube ideas for the past little while, and it's been kind of just like a busy schedule recently for me, so I haven't been able to start filming any of them, but I finally did, and ow. Sorry, this kind of just really hurts a little bit. Ow. But anyways, I did start filming some stuff over the course of the past couple of days. So yeah, now I have those. So those are all the ones from Claire's. And then let's see what's next. Just because I had these in the Claire's bag, I guess I can mention them. I went to Meijer on one of the days I went shopping because I had to run some errands for my mom. And, well, actually, no. I was supposed to run errands for my mom on my way to Meijer the other day, and that didn't happen. But when I went shopping the one day, I went to Meijer because I said I was supposed to be looking for something, but I don't think I actually ended up looking for that. And instead, I bought my mom, my dad, and my grandma some Valentine's Day gifts. And then I went over to where I was, I think, looking for something, whatever I said I was looking for. And I found these cute little hair clips. So I bought one pack of them, but I want to go back and try and see if I can find a second pair. So that way, if I want to ever do like the 2-clip situation on each side, then I'll still have the coordinating colors. So that way I can have 2 grays, 2 whites, a cream, and a pink, or in 2 pinks. So yeah, I thought those were really cute, and I just thought I would show them. The next one, we'll do my favorite out of this entire haul, Barnes & Noble, because I have not bought books in a long time. I have not read books in a long time, and I really need to start getting back on that. But I just honestly have not had the time to read, nor have I found something that could hold my interest for long enough. I do have a needs to be read list, but I have not started up on that for a while because it's just been so hard to try and find a good book that actually, like, as I said, captures my interest and I can actually pay attention and focus on it. So when I went to Barnes & Noble, I honestly was not expecting to find or buy anything, and I thought, but I was just like, you know what, I have a whole bunch of these gift cards that I need to use up, and if I just end up using them to just to just buy a whole bunch of Harry Potter merch, that's fine, I guess, because at least I will have used them in some way, shape, these gift cards in some way, shape, or form. And I did get one Harry Potter thing. It's technically a book, but it's not like an actual like Harry Potter book or like any sort of like technical thing, I guess you can say. It's not like, because I own all the books and I own all the movies. Actually, technically, I got 2 Harry Potter things now that I think about it. So I think I actually do have the Tales of Beetle the Bard, but it was like, it's technically from my school because when I was still in like elementary school or something, our library is like very small. It's only like 1 room, as most libraries are, but it's very small. They ended up getting rid of a lot of books, and some of the Harry Potter adjacent books like Tales of Beetle the Bard and stuff like that were kind of being gotten rid of, so I might just get my own new set to go with like my collection and stuff. But aside the point, I have found myself journaling quite a bit. I did buy a specific, like, it was supposed to be like a year-long journal that I was supposed to do one like every single day of the year. And I got it because it was themed around a series I had been reading, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But if you have never been to like the big Barnes and Nobles and like gone back to the Harry Potter section, they at least the way my Barnes and Noble that I go to at the mall is like set up, certain shelves are like stuff for each house. So I'm a Ravenclaw, and when I went to go look at all the Ravenclaw stuff, my eyes fell upon these little books, and when I pulled it out, it was this. So it's a book, but it's a guided journal, and I love guided journals. That's the same kind of journal I was just telling you guys about, but this one says wisdom, and because again, that's one of Ravenclaw's main characteristics, but it says a guided journal for embracing your inner Ravenclaw. I have not looked on the actual inside of this book, but it just looks so cool. They have the edges of the page decorated to look like a Ravenclaw tie with like the stripes of silver, even though technically the Ravenclaw's secondary color is bronze. But it has a cute little blue ribbon too to kind of just like help keep track of your pages. And on the back, there's a little like book description. It says, "Congratulations, you've been sorted into Ravenclaw. Now discover why with this year-long guided journal inspired by the Harry Potter films." And I think this is really cute. I think that's really cute, just being like, here's some things in regards to Harry Potter that you might not, yeah. Anyways, it says, Ravenclaws are wise, witty, and creative. In the Harry Potter films, these traits are embodied in the many iconic characters that belong to the house, including Luna Lovegood, Professor Flitwick, and Mr. Ollivander, and then Cho Chang and Gilderoy Lockhart and Professor Trelawney, but don't know why those ones aren't mentioned. Why is Mr. Ollivander mentioned and not like any of the other characters I just mentioned, like Cho Chang, freaking Harry Potter's first girlfriend? Like, what the heck? That's kind of rude. At least they did put Luna. Like, at least they included Luna. I mean, granted, it's a good thing they included Professor Flitwick too, like literally the head of Ravenclaw House during Harry's time at Hogwarts. Like, obviously you got to include him, but still, you could have included someone else other than Mr. Ollivander. Not that I'm hating on Ollivander. He's amazing, and I cannot wait to go to the Wizarding World to go to his shop and get my wand to choose me, because eventually that's going to happen. Hopefully. Anyways, so to continue. Now, Ravenclaws everywhere can embrace their inner wisdom with this inspirational guided journal. Featuring 52 weeks of prompts, this journal will help you discover and develop the Ravenclaw inside you with activities, including a weekly one-line-a-day form, free writing, list making, coloring, and more. I might have to take a look at the actual inside of this journal now to like know what's actually going on, because this seems like a really cool guided journal. My guided journals are just like little prompts, and then like little prompts or stories, and then you're supposed to write something that it makes you feel about or something. But I really like this if there's coloring in it. With inspiring quotes and concept with inspirational quotes and concept art throughout, it's the ultimate journal for Harry Potter fans looking to bring a little more Ravenclaw into their everyday life. I honestly just want to get the rest of these journals for like all the other houses just to see what kind of cool stuff they might have in here, because maybe I don't know. I didn't necessarily look to see what all the other guided journals were, but like maybe only Ravenclaw, because it's meant to be like witty and wise. Maybe they only have like reading and coloring stuff. Maybe Gryffindors have something else. Maybe Hufflepuff has something slightly different. I mean, granted, who am I kidding? They all probably are the same thing. They're all the same guided journals, but still. So I just want to flip through some of these pages real quick. Ooh, look at this little like house crest where you can put your name in. Oh, I need to get a cute little pen so I can write my name in there perfectly. Oh, whew. So this first part has a little introduction, which is kind of the same thing as what the back said, but it does involve Cho Chang in here. So it says, these notable beloved Ravenclaw characters in the Harry Potter films, from Luna Lovegood and Cho Chang to renowned wandmaker Mr. Ollivander, Ravenclaws are represented by a wide range of witches and wizards. Honestly, there we go. You've put Cho Chang back in there. Hold up. Draped in its graceful colors of blue and silver and represented by a raven. No! Actual Ravenclaw's colors are blue and bronze, and their thing is meant to be like an eagle. Like, this is technically meant to be an eagle. Like, granted, like, oh my god. It's okay. I'm not gonna hate. It's fine. I do more blue and silver anyway. It's okay. It's okay. I need to calm down. But anyways, look at this beautiful picture of Hogwarts, guys. Oh my god. They were not kidding about this concept art. So, Ravenclaw moments, daily acts of wisdom and creativity. Hold up. Did I not just like... Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Ooh, coloring meditations. So like every week you do like certain so like every week you write down your Ravenclaw moments, but then they also give you a specific activity. Like you have to write down your things for the week, but then you also have to like answer a prompt, do a coloring meditation or something. Like, this is, oh, that is so cool. This is really cool, you guys. Oh my word. Look at the concept art of, it's Harry flying his, I think this is supposed to be his firebolt, not his Nimbus 2000. Or, wait, is that? No. He gets a Nimbus 2000. He gets a Nimbus 2000 at first from McGonagall so he can play Quidditch. And then he gets... And then it gets the other one from Sirius. I might have to revisit just to make sure I'm not calling it the wrong thing. I thought it was a firebolt, but no, it's a firebolt. It's a firebolt, yeah. Oh, this concept art of when Harry's playing Quidditch. Oh my god, that is so cool. Like, this is all, like, so freaking cool. So, just love it. Also, I did say that I did get 2 Harry Potter related things. So, as we all know, even though it's technically the prequel, or like sort of like a prequel series, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them did have their 3rd movie come out a while ago, The Secrets of Dumbledore, which unfortunately I have not seen yet. There have been so many movies over the years that I wanted to see in theaters, and then I never saw them in theaters, and then I didn't get the chance to buy them when they came out on DVD, or like half of them didn't come out on DVD. They just went straight to a streaming service, and I am poor, so I don't have many streaming services. The only one I have is Hulu, and that's because I can only get it, and that's because I can get it for $1.99 a month because I'm a student, so it's a student discount subscription. But still, I really need to Honestly, I should probably just get a job so that I have at least a little bit of a steady income so that I can start paying for like Netflix, because I really have some shows on there that I want to watch, and then either like maybe get some other ones. It depends on what shows I want to watch on certain things. Like Hulu right now, I'm only using to catch up on some old TV shows that I used to watch on regular television all the time, and now I no longer do. But anyways, back to Secrets of Dumbledore. I have the screenplays for both. Actually, I have the Cursed Child screenplay, or like the script of Cursed Child, the play, which is the epilogue of Harry Potter. But then I have the screenplay for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I have the screenplays for both of those. Well, I found one final copy of the Secrets of Dumbledore screenplay. So obviously had to buy it so that way I could like read it once I actually watch the movie. And yeah, I just think it's really great that I was able to find it. And then because I've been looking for some new stuff to read, and also just because I had seen some of these things before. Oh no. You know what? It's okay. It gives me an excuse to throw it away. Anyway, I got 3 other books, one of which I have read before, and I said I was going to mention more about this earlier, but I got, the last time I went to Barnes & Noble and bought a few things that weren't actually like books that you could read, I got a Harry Potter calendar, like a little mini calendar to put on my nightstand with cute little Harry Potter pictures and quotes and stuff for every day. And I used that up, and because it was only the calendar for that year, and I used it, I threw it away. But then I also got a year-long guided journal with themes based around this series called the Grishaverse. It's a series written by Leah Bardugo, I think is how her last name is pronounced, or Bardugo is how her last name is pronounced. But if you guys have ever heard of, if you guys have not heard of that, you might know it from the Netflix show. There were 2 seasons of it, and it was based around like the series. There's a trilogy, and then there's a duology, which is technically, I think, supposed to be an epilogue of the original trilogy. But they made 2 seasons, a 2-season Netflix show, and then I think they canceled it, and I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. But it's not called the Grishaverse. Shadow and Bone, that's so if you guys have heard of that, yeah, I started to like read that series, and I read the first one and I fell in love with it, and I absolutely like thought it was so cool. Well, actually, before I even read that series, I read a separate book that was also included in part of like the Grishaverse that Bardugo, or Bardugo, I don't know how it's pronounced, but my library, like the teen section of my local library, started this thing where it's kind of like you get a mystery box every other month or so, and you get a book that you have to return to the library, but you read it for a certain amount of time, you return it, and then they also give you like little freebies like stickers and things. In this kind of little mystery subscription box from my library, I got this book called The Language of Thorns. And it's written by this author. It's the part of the exact same little kind of like series that this author wrote. And I read it, I fell in love with it. It's supposed to be like a whole bunch of like fantasy, like mystical stories. that are kind of slightly, not necessarily themed around her original series, but they are kind of like a fantasy twist on like certain stories and things. So there is kind of like one that's kind of like slightly Beauty and the Beast, but like not really. Well, it is kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but like alternative. And then there's also like some other ones. I also love this, like the little, kind of like, it's not a memoir. I forget what this part of the book is called, but it's the first page, like when you first open the book next to all the copyright stuff that usually says from the author, like, I wrote it for this person. But she wrote it for, I don't even know how to pronounce this person's name, but it said The Babe with the Power. And give me just another minute. Actually, no, we're good. I thought I heard something and I was like, oh, you know what? It was just a car driving by. I couldn't hear what that was, but no, it was just a car driving by. But anyway, they call her the Babe with the Power. And if you guys have never seen this, it's an older movie. I think it was from like the 80s or something. I'm using my phone to record, so I can't even look it up. Labyrinth with David Bowie in it. He sings about you remind me of the babe with the power. And that really, this kind of just, anytime I hear those words anymore, that's all I can think of. And so this book just kind of gives me like weird fantasy labyrinth kind of vibes. There is actually a story in here that involves a labyrinth, which is, I think it's technically the Beauty and the Beast story, or the one that I said was kind of like an alternative to the Beauty and the Beast story, because it legit sounds like that one Greek mythology about the labyrinth, but then it slightly turns into like Beauty and the Beast. If you guys honestly just need to read this book, you'll understand. Let me look up the story. I was gonna look it up and then I just completely forgot. So Ayama and the Thornwood, I think is which one this is. Yeah. Because then it has The Too Clever Fox, which is kind of like a Fox and the Hound type deal, but it's only just about the fox. And that one made me cry. That one was like so cute. And then it was like so sad. And then it got even worse. But it became like dark and sad. And it was like, oh my God, it was crazy. But yeah, then there's there's only like 6 stories in here. But what I love is at the start of each story, so like this one is the start of Ayama and the Thornwood, which is like my favorite story, I think, out of all of these. They start with like a little picture and on the side. And as the story goes on, they add more and more to the sides. Like they start adding more. And it's supposed to kind of like, and as it keeps going on, it like frames the pages, and all these graphics have to deal with like what's going on in the story at that time. But like they keep adding and adding stuff, and then eventually when the story actually is complete, like here's what it looks like and here's the end of the story. But it gets even better, because when they end the story, they put a little graphic in there. So this is Ayama, and she goes into the Thornwood. And I will not mention what or who this is, but like I said, this is the one that's kind of like slightly the Beauty and the Beast sort of story. but kind of like with an alternative ending, kind of. But I just love the graphics in these pages. Like, they're so cool. Like, oh, they're just absolutely amazing. Where's the one for, like, oh, it's right there. I just can't turn the pages in enough time. Like, this one is the picture from The Witch of, great, now I can't even remember names. The Witch of Duva. Like, this is the end picture for that. Like, these graphics are just, they're so mystical and cool, but like the muted tones in like the color palettes, they're just like so cool to me, and I just find them so amazing. Like, When Water Sang Fire, the end story, that one is cool. That one's kind of like a Little Mermaid, sort of like the Little Mermaid one, but it's so cool. Also, this is like a paperback on like this is like the paper on like a hardback book, and I accidentally like cut it, I think, like tore it like right along here. So I'm probably gonna try and like just keep this off. I mean, granted, this like makes it look real cool, and then it also still has like, and then it has like these things like honestly, I mean, granted, the back is just plain, but like this, I would just probably keep it like this, even though I really like this. Maybe I might, I don't know, maybe I'll get crafty and like cut this out and make some cute art out of it or something. I don't know. I really kind of want to, now that I'm thinking about it, because that just sounds really fun to do. But yeah, also the back, on the paper for like the description of what this book is, it said, "Love speaks in flowers, truth requires thorns, a collection of 6 lavishly illustrated stories." And I think that's so cool because, like, again, kind of like I said, a lot of these stories kind of sound like, if you read the context and like understand the events that's happening in these books, they literally just remind me of like old-fashioned like Grimm's brothers, like, or well, not really Grimm's brothers, but like Disney stories and like Greek mythology kind of stories. Like, it's like if you mashed all of them up, but like the Grimm's brothers wrote them. So like, I mean, granted, the original tales of like, they are technically kind of like the original tales of certain like Disney characters, but like added with like a little bit more like, I wouldn't say gore, because not all of them have gore, but just like a little bit more of like a horror or like dark element to them. And I just think it's so cool and like so poetic. I don't know, I'm weird, I'm sorry, but like I just think that this is so cool, and like the stories are just amazing. Anyway, now to the final 2 books that I have not read yet or like ever heard of. So like the first one is like, this one is a historical fiction novel, and I absolutely love historical fiction. I find it so cool, especially if it's supposed to be potentially like I'm not a big fan of like wartime, like Alan Gratz in all of his books with World War II and stuff like that, or at least I think that's the war that took place around that time. All of his war books, I'm not a huge fan of those, just because I don't like the war elements or like the war history eras. But like anything sort of like, I know this is gonna sound really cheesy, but like Bridgerton kind of era, like Regency era, Victorian era, like some medieval era and stuff like that, like the Tudors kind of thing, like absolutely, like, truth be told, absolutely love those kinds of books. But anyways, this is called The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. That's her. This book is about, this like takes place in 18th century London, and I'm just like sold, say no more. Like, Sounds so cool. But yeah, Women Whisper of, it says, sorry, I'm reading the back. It starts with saying, a forgotten history, a secret network of women, a legacy of poison and revenge. Welcome to the Lost Apothecary. In 18th century London, women whisper of a hidden apothecary shop and its mysterious owner, Neela, I think. It's Ella with an N in front of it. I'm going to pronounce it Neela, who sells well-disguised poisons to use against the oppressive men in their lives. It's kind of just like, so yeah, I was gonna say, to kind of sum it up, back in 18th century London, there was a woman who worked in a secret apothecary to help women get away with murdering their husbands. And now it is 200 years later, and this young woman who is an aspiring historian named Caroline is trying to discover the secrecy behind all of these unsolved apothecary murders as they were called. And so as she's trying to find out about as she tries to learn about this apothecary to like solve these murders, she learns about the two women, Neela, who owned the apothecary, and then the 12-year-old girl, Eliza, who had started working for her, or actually, no, she was a new patron. It says, Neela's dark world is no place for her newest patron, a precious 12-year-old girl named Eliza Fanning, but their unexpected bond sparks a string of consequences that echoes throughout the centuries. So yeah, Caroline, when she goes to London to discover, to try and solve these murders, kind of finds out the whole point of why, I guess, Neela and Eliza did what they did, and how they ran the apothecary and stuff like that, and were able to get away with stuff. But I just really loved the cover of this book. I thought it was so artistic and cool, but I'm really interested to start reading it. I think it's gonna be really cool. And finally, the last one I got is kind of like the set of it's kind of like part of those new collections of cool teen romance books and stuff. But I got this one purely because of the title. This one's called Dungeons and Drama. I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm also a theater kid. So this is kind of like it's a story about these two kids. She's a theater kid, but her school shut down their theater program. He works at her dad's gaming store, and they start dating each other to make their crushes/exes jealous and then fall in love with each other. So I thought those were pretty cool. But anyway, the last thing I got that took a while. Actually, there's two things that I still haven't talked about. Anyways, the next thing is Five Below. I got two things from there. So first is, I need to change the channel. I'm so sorry, guys. I just looked out of the corner of my eye and saw that WWE wrestling was on. I'm like, I cannot stand to watch that because it's just kind of stupid. If it was just a regular wrestling match where people didn't have to try and mostly focus on the smack talk, it would be more enjoyable. But yeah, this is just kind of not it for me. So I'm just gonna try and leave that up there for a minute. Oh, stretch out my legs because I can't feel anything right now. I'm just gonna turn it on to this because I don't know. Okay, so, but yeah, this book was the last thing that I bought from Barnes & Noble, and I thought it was really cool. And I really am excited to start reading it just because I think it's going to be really cool to see how these two end up potentially falling in love, or if they even do, because I feel like they're going to, just because it seems like a cheesy classic, a cheesy like kid, or a cheesy teens romance book. But either way, it's okay. I'm not gonna I'm just gonna move on. So from Five Below, I got a pair of cotton shorts. These are absolutely so cute. They're white, but they have this little sunflower kind of thing on it, or they have like, or it's a smiley face with petals behind it. I can't tell if, I assumed it was meant to be like a flower with like sparkles and a smiley face on it, but I just thought they're really cute. They look really soft, and this is the one piece of clothing in this entire haul that I have not worn yet, and I just find it to be so cute and absolutely just adorable. And then the last thing I bought was the set of zodiac stones. So I am a Pisces, so and they only had one thing of Pisces crystals left, and well, they're not crystals, they're stones, but blah, 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 blah. 3 ancient stones specific to your zodiac sign. So I have an amethyst, which I actually love amethyst. I think it's so cool. Plus it's purple, and my favorite color is purple. So I just really like that. Also, then we have some crystal quartz, which I believe is this one right here that you can't really see. And then this one is celestite, I think is how that's pronounced. I could be wrong, but that's what it is. But yeah, they put like little words underneath the Pisces, like gracious, sensitive, emotional, kind. If you're born between February 19th and March 20th, you are a Pisces. So yeah, that's why I got that. I can't believe Pisces season is almost upon us. We're still only in Aquarius season. Like, that's kind of crazy to me to think about, because like, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't notice on the back of this card, it also has like not really like the meanings, but just like the kinds of energy you're kind of supposed to get from like these crystals or something, or like what they mean. So like amethyst encourages sleep and clears the mind. The celestite is for understanding, wisdom, and contentment, and the clear quartz is pure and powerful healing stone, or the crystal quartz. I think I said clear, my fault. But I really like that. I think that's absolutely amazing. Yeah. The other thing that I technically did not buy at the mall these past 2 weekends, but I did end up buying recently, and it did come in the mail in time before I started filming this haul, so I thought I'd show you, is my new bathing suit for spring break. So I bought a couple new bathing suits over the past year, over the past few years, and I've really been liking them. But the thing is, I had lost some weight over the course of going on a trip to Africa in January, and that was really giving me a boost of self-confidence, and I just found out that I gained the weight back and then some now that I'm back on my regular eating habits and lack of exercise. So yeah, we were started at the bottom, then we were here when we found out we lost 11 pounds, and now that we gained back like 18, we're slowly just plummeting even further from where we were. So can only go up from here. But anyway, I have been wanting for years to wear a bikini and actually feel confident in wearing a bikini without feeling like, my God, I look so fat, I look like a whale. But and plus my dad is just does not like me wearing like regular clothes, because yeah, just because he's a dad. But anyway, I had found a bikini that I really liked, and yes, it's plus sized, but that was only because I have big boobs and cannot fit in a lot of smaller or more what we used to call, when I worked back at Maurice's, core sizes. So like it was kind of more of like, I can fit into a regular, like an extra large or something, or an XXL. Okay, I'm sorry guys. This is probably gonna be the most chopped up video ever, because first I have misplaced the perfumes and my phone has been bugging me saying that it's at 20%, now it's at 10%. Well, I don't care. I'll plug you in when this haul is done. So anyway, I got a bikini. Here's what the top looks like. It's like pink with gold and like white and like a dark magenta-y color, like for the top. I thought it's really kind of cool. I'm excited to kind of try it on because I haven't yet. I'll probably try it on after this haul. And then the actual like bottoms are kind of like, they're meant to be actually kind of like high rise and sort of like some tummy sucking in. So I thought those were really cool. I know they kind of just look like giant, it kind of looks just like giant underwear, but it's meant to like, this is where it's supposed to end on like your pants, and then this part mostly covers your stomach. So I just thought those would be really cute. Anyway, that actually technically is the end of my haul. So I know that probably took a lot longer than it normally would have, but I like describing things and I spend way too much time talking about stuff like that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you think I should do more hauls, please leave a comment below letting me know. I will try to maybe start doing some more often. I do not go shopping a lot of the time, and when I do, I definitely do not buy this much stuff every single time. So I will definitely attempt to try and film more of these if I ever can, if you guys want me to. If not, totally get it. If you want to see more of me, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you get a notification every time I post a new video. I don't technically have any specific like YouTube schedule. When I find the time and the idea to film, I will film it, edit it, and get it posted as fast as possible. So anyways, I will probably see you sometime soon. I mean, I have like a bunch of different videos that are probably going to be going up very soon in the near future. But anyways, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.